do this. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 AIA Detroit Celebration of Architecture presented by Zoyce Creative Group. We're here live in their new downtown Detroit office, which we are so excited to use for this broadcast. Zoyce Creative Group has been a longtime partner of AIA Detroit, and we are honored to have them as this year's presenting sponsor for the Celebration of Architecture. Whether in person or virtual, planning the AIA Detroit Celebration of Architecture has always been a heroic effort that requires an incredible amount of flexibility and innovation whenever unexpected circumstances arise. The year 2020 has been no different for all of you, our design community. And so to celebrate that, to celebrate you and everything you have endured, this year's theme is resilience. Now, while we might all be familiar with this word, allow me to introduce the 2020 AIA Detroit President, Patty Boyle, who will explain how resilience should mean so much more when used within the context of architecture and design.
Hello, I'm Patty Boyle. I am the AIA Detroit President for 2020 and the Director of Architecture for Smith Group. So this year has reminded me of a story from when I was in college, which was a very long time ago. I had the opportunity to have sit across the table from Jacques Herzog at a post-lecture dinner in which he gave me this career advice. You've got to get your hands into the shit. And by that he meant you have to deal with difficult things to accomplish great things. Last year, the AIA adopted the Framework for Design Excellence, which was formerly known as the COTE Top 10. And this framework gives us a way of thinking, developing, and talking about our designs in these 10 topics, which include energy, water, resources, but also integration, discovery, change, wellness, and equitable communities. The AIA changed its definition of good design to be design that is sustainable, resilient, and inclusive. My top goal was to improve our collective awareness of and response to climate change and resilience. And to that end, we incorporated the Framework for Design Excellence into our awards criteria. Like most of you, much of my other plans for the year quickly were displaced by addressing the acute and industry-changing events of this year, the pandemic and the social movement for Black justice. Resilience can be defined as the ability to recover quickly from a shock or from a difficulty. And you might say that this year has been a test of our resilience individually and as an industry. But actually simply recovering or returning to normal is not an option and not where we want to end up after going through all of this. So I see this year as really a test of our resolve and of our oaths as architects to design for the well-being of the public. This has been a challenging year, but it's also been an unprecedented opportunity to deal with the difficult things that we've avoided dealing with in order to accomplish great things. As architects, engage in this conversation, participate in this moment, commit to design for change, for wellness, for resilience, for the climate, and for equitable communities.
Hello everyone, this is Sam Michelli, the AIA Detroit Treasurer, coming to you live from downtown Detroit in the office of Christian Hertian Architects. As you just heard, the challenges of this year have also presented us with new opportunities, such as quickly transforming an event that takes all year to plan into a virtual broadcast within a matter of months. Of course, we would not be able to do all this without our sponsors and their support, so we revised our sponsor offerings this year to better suit a virtual format. This segment is brought to you by ETS Engineering, which provides engineering services from the schematic design phase all the way through construction administration. Thank you, Scott, and all of the team at ETS Engineering.
Before we dive into the awards, I would like to shower some love on another important person who plays an essential part of this broadcast, a woman who really needs no introduction. Our favorite Pachakacha host and finish-to-fashion model extraordinaire, Tracy Sweeney.
And Lee said I would have nowhere to wear this again after Finish to Fashion. Hello, Lauren and Sam, and especially to everyone watching from home. Whether you decided to get all sparkly for the occasion like me, or decided on something more comfortable, we're really glad you're here. You'll be hearing a lot from us, but a party isn't a party unless we hear from you too. So we want to see your watch party pics, videos, and comments. Be sure to hit us up and use those hashtags, hashtag AIADET on social media. Get ready to text us if you win one of our giveaways. And I'll check back in with y'all a little later. Back to you, Lauren.
Thanks, Tracy. We know you'll be back to ensure everyone's having a good time. Every year, our Architectural Honor Awards jury is assembled by an AIA chapter from another state in order to provide the most objective perspective when judging the submissions. This year's jury is comprised of individuals from the AIA Triangle chapter in North Carolina. I would like to thank Albert and Elizabeth, who I know are watching this broadcast, for not only taking the time to bring together a team of diverse perspectives and talents to judge our architectural award winners in the middle of a pandemic, but also for providing the commentary we will use in this broadcast to highlight all the reasons why these projects were selected. This year, AIA Detroit received 55 projects from 23 firms, a few of which have never participated in the AIA Detroit Honor Awards before, which is always a thrill to see. I want to acknowledge all of the hard work that those firms put into their project submissions and thank you all for continuing to participate in this process. So, without further ado, Sam?
Thanks, Lauren. Our first project this evening takes us to China, where their clear conceptual design and vision was executed and carried through all the details. The building sits comfortably in the site, the undulating massing allowing its size not to be overwhelming and offering occupants multiple vantage points for the surrounding campus. Our first honor award this evening is presented to First Automotive Works Group Conference Center by Smith Group.
FAW is the largest vehicle manufacturer in China. It stands for First Automotive Works. They're a quasi-private public company, primarily specializing in big trucks and construction equipment, but they do have an automobile line. This is the blossoming of that endeavor. The overall complex is a single building research and development center that's 5 million square feet, and it's very private for their research and development. So this conference center is set separately on the other side of a lake, a reservoir, if you will, so that it would be very free to enter and exit without really confronting the security that they would need at their main complex. We had 2 Feng Shui masters review our drawings. With Feng Shui, there's a certain balancing of the site and certain ideas of where water should be and how one should enter and create things that really have a strong presence, not only for them, but a strong design presence for architecture.
Congratulations, Smith Group. Next up, we have a conceptual project that is beautiful and simple in form, with thoughtful design that gives the surrounding Detroit neighborhood an inspired space on a formerly closed-off and private waterway. The jury commented on the thoughtful submission, which presented the strategy and made tangible the desire to see it become a reality. Presenting the Urban Boathouse by Umbra Architects.
The driver of this was sort of this clubhouse, this little boathouse that was existing on site. And so, the idea was that would come first, and the success of that project would kind of help to develop the second phase, being the residential piece.
The idea of kind of elevating the building and kind of giving over the ground plane to the almost, to the public realm was an idea that was kind of baked in from the start.
We felt that it was a much needed amenity for the neighbors. The idea would be some outdoor dining, adding boat slips so There would be access to the water, community gardens.
It was a private boat maintenance facility at some point up until recently. We felt it was something that kind of rooted it more to the existing site rather than kind of bulldozing and building new.
Congratulations, Umbra. On this next project, the jury agreed that the transformation of what was an industrial brownfield site into a visual beacon for the surrounding community of Pontiac is commendable and will undoubtedly spur more investment and engaging design into the area. And just recently, the building was awarded the LEED Gold certification by the U.S. Green Building Council. Presenting the AUK Construction new headquarters by Harley Ellis Devereaux.
It's a unique project in the fact that it's one of the newer developments in the city of Pontiac, in a city that hasn't had a ton of new ground-up development. And it is taken over a site that has had an interesting legacy of automotive use and became a brownfield and then was able to be transitioned over to a developable piece of property. AUK as a company is a leader in the construction management industry, provides construction and general contracting expertise and leadership, and has a really strong relationship with the city of Pontiac. So I think the building as a LEED Gold building achieves a lot of things. It achieves the benefit of being a great workplace environment for them, to be kind of a new front door to the city, and to actually kind of communicate what modern architecture might offer an urban environment.
Congratulations, Harley Ellis Devereaux. We'll be hearing more from AUK and their team later in this broadcast. Our next project, Simple Solution, shows that architecture from chaos, on a budget but still thoughtfully designed, can be engaging and interesting. The jury was impressed with how one element could solve so many problems, acting as a resourceful solution that made the most out of an unfortunate circumstance. Presenting Six Salon Pop-Up by M1DTW Architects.
We have a long history with our client for Six Salon. We've done a number of locations for them, first in Royal Oak, more recently opened on Woodward in downtown Detroit. In January of 2019, during the polar vortex, there was a pipe that burst above the salon in Royal Oak. We had to figure out how we could get them up and running. In this case, what we really had to do was define this moment and celebrate the unfortunate situation that they'd found themselves in. The pop-up became a construction-themed salon where we designed a kind of thickened center wall using metal studs. It supported the power. We could attach the stations to it. So the pipe burst in the Royal Oak Salon on January 31st, and 11 days later, they were seeing clients out of the pop-up space.
Congratulations, M1DTW. What a cool little project. Before we continue on, I would like to introduce another member of our broadcast team. Well known in the Detroit design community, she is a longtime ally and a creative in the industry and a consistent partner, supporter, and friend of AIA Detroit, Melinda Mimi Anderson of Studio M Detroit, also a 2017 AIA Detroit Affiliate Awardee.
Hello everyone, Melinda Mimi here of Studio M Detroit. I am formerly the creative director of the Detroit Design Festival, now the Detroit Month of Design for 8 years. When we started in 2011, there were 6 people working at the organization, but 2 of us working on the festival full time. Shout out to Matt Clayson and the rest of the core team, Bethany Betzler, Todd Ridley, Shane, and my Jackie Kerouac. You may not know this, but Matt gave Jackie and I 6 months to produce the first Detroit Design Festival that took place for 1 week in September. There were 85 events that happened all over the city, and in 2018, we expanded to officially become the Detroit Month of Design, inspired by our UNESCO sister cities of design. It has been so exciting to see and watch how it has evolved over time.
Thanks, Melinda. I look forward to hearing more from you throughout the broadcast. All right, everyone, as we promised, Anyone who RSVP'd through the Eventbrite will be able to participate in our work from home giveaway. So let's kick that off. First up is the Little Luxuries package, a gorgeous marble cheese board from Cambria and an Eames Pride Hang-It-All donated by Herman Miller and Marks Moda. Thank you, Cambria, Herman Miller, and Marks Moda for supporting our giveaway. Now, before I announce the first giveaway winner, please notice the phone number on the screen. If your name is called, you must text that number before the end of the broadcast to let us know you're watching. Is Frank Glenn from Auk. Congratulations. Be sure to text the number on the screen before this broadcast is over.
How exciting! Thanks, Sam. And to all of you watching live tonight, don't worry, there is plenty more to come. Our last giveaway item is the tech package featuring an Apple Watch and AirPods Pro. So be sure to stick with us until the end. We've got more exciting news for you, but first, a message from one of our sponsors.
Door hardware can be complicated. Proper implementation requires specific knowledge of systems and regulations. Allegion Architectural Services has provided our architects with prompt and accurate service for a decade.
Allegion Architectural Services delivers hardware specifications, ensuring owner's design and budget are delivered. Allegion's cloud collaboration tool, Overture, makes coordinating door hardware simple and is integrated with Revit and BIM 360.
The AIA National Film Challenge is a contest that amplifies the stories of architects partnering with communities and civic leaders to design a healthy, sustainable, just world that improves people's lives. The 2020 Film Challenge, because of the pandemic, asked for only 90-second mini documentary films highlighting architecture projects that are transforming communities through the power of design and collaboration. AIA Detroit entered the Film Challenge for the first time this year, and we are proud to say that our mini documentary was selected as a finalist from among the 97 submissions. I am beyond honored to share our submission tonight, introducing the Manistee Community Treehouse and the individuals behind the project.
This idea came about with having these beautiful trees in front of me and having a space for people with disabilities.
They envisioned this sort of elevated community center about 10 feet above the ground that was accessible to all. It's only 400 square feet with a handicap accessible restroom, so it had to be flexible and be able to be used in a variety of ways.
All 6 of my children are either special ed or have mental issues. I decided, okay, they need a space. They need a space where they can be themselves. They need a space where they can show that they're just like everybody else. Once I did my assessment of the community and the needs, I found out that it was more than just my children that needed the treehouse space. It was seniors, it was families, it was individuals that needed the space for mental and physical well-being.
I think it's really important that architects do the work to understand who they're designing for, and not just for, but with, and knowing that each member of that community has a role and plays a part.
When you can reach people at that level, you have done a lot.
What started out as an idea for a treehouse united a neighborhood and branched into endless opportunities for health and wellness, equity, and sustainability. It's an incredible project worthy of our support. So we hope that you will take a second to visit the Film Challenge website and vote for the Manistee Community Treehouse in the Health and Wellness category. I would like to take a moment to thank our Program Plus sponsors for their support this year. We appreciate that you were all willing to continue to support us during this financially uncertain time.
Because we received so many items for our giveaway, we're back at it. Next up, the Mudo leaf lamp, and the Restore basket donated by Noel and American Interiors. Thank you for contributing to our giveaway. A reminder that the winner must text the number at the bottom of the screen. And the winner of the Mudo lamp and Restore basket is Christina Bliss from Ghaffari Associates. Congratulations. Remember to text the number on the screen before the broadcast is over. This segment is brought to you by the National Enclosure Company, a nationally ranked curtain wall and advanced facade contractor with proven expertise in sophisticated monumental facades. Thank you, NEC.
Getting back to our Architectural Honor Awards, our next project is an aspirational design for a middle school that the jury felt should be a model for all similar projects that follow. The interior design is fun but sophisticated and elegant in the choice of materials, the color palettes, and the interconnection circulation spaces that creates learning environments that encourage students' interaction and collaboration. Congratulations, Portage Public Schools North Middle School by Stantec Architecture.
At the beginning, we had to acknowledge that the new middle school would sit on an existing site and be close and related to the other buildings on the site, one of which was the existing high school. What was interesting about this work was that we had to find a way to design a building that fit in contextually, but also elevated itself in a way that had its sort of own identity. Keeping in mind that we were always trying to drive and maintain, build that sense of community within the school, forcing those interactions between students, with other students, between students and their teachers, those spatial relationships where groups of students can see what other groups of students are doing, really puts learning on display.
It's always inspiring to see how far designing for early education has come, so congratulations, Stantec. Next up, the Metropolitan Building is a beautifully executed restoration, breathing new life into a neglected historic structure that is important to the retail history and urban fabric of Detroit. Meticulous attention to the historic detailing preserves much of the original character and helps tell the story of the Gothic Revival building and its former occupants. I am pleased to introduce the Element Detroit at the Metropolitan, restored by Quinn Evans.
The Element building was built in the sort of golden age of Detroit, during the growth period of the 1920s and 30s. And in the 1970s, it was abandoned and was laid to, the elements and disrepair for decades. To see really the force of will to make a project like this happen, it involves a lot of folks. Not much was needed in terms of making it a walkable sort of part of the fabric of the neighborhood, and in that way it was just a really sustainable choice to refurbish this building. To make the investment and to turn it around was, I think, a real win for Detroit architecture.
Well, I know where I'm going for my next drink. For our next project, thoughtful integration of old and new that celebrates the existing building while creating unique sectional qualities throughout was honored by our jury. This project responds well to the surrounding context of the river and the urban environment, activating the street and riverfront, and the interior renovation of the historic structure is stunning. Introducing the ProMedica headquarters by HKS.
Great architecture should be more reflective of the cities that they're in, the context that they're in, the clients that they serve, the community that they serve. And ProMedica has this wonderful kind of set of values and visions. And the wonderful aspects of this site, gave us the opportunity to provide this amazing amenity for the city of Toledo and sharing kind of with their internal staff, experiencing the riverfront in a way that had never been experienced before. This was a great opportunity for us to explore, really get into the elements of the Burnham building and do kind of a modern interpretation, a modern addition that both complemented the existing, but also played homage to the future. Kind of gave us a wonderful opportunity to say, hey, contemporary modern architecture can live in a complementary way with these historical buildings.
Great work, HKS. Now looking about time, I think we are ready to check in on some viewers and see how they are doing. Don't you agree, Tracy?
Absolutely. One of the things we were really looking forward to is the opportunity to reconnect with our community. And I have to say, you guys are killing it on the social media. Don't forget #AIADET. We're going to have an opportunity to check in live with one of our board members. If you saw the promotional video for the celebration, you may recall that her little one stole the show running out from the front of the house. So let's check in live via Zoom with Lori Hewitt-Hiller and her family. How's it going?
Hi, Tracy. We're having a lot of fun over here watching. This is such a great, unique opportunity to involve your whole family and get them to see what architecture is all about. I mean, normally they wouldn't be a part of this. So the next generation is getting to learn all about architecture. I hope everyone else is having fun out there.
Oh my gosh, she's starting them early. Let's go architecture. Back to you, Lauren.
Thanks, Tracy. So back to our project awards. For the next project, the skillful layering of the interior central space that was highlighted in this project celebrates collaboration and a sense of community. The use of the communal stair as a means to connect the two buildings is appreciated, as well as leveraging the ceiling plane to create another design opportunity to enhance the experience of the building's inhabitants. Introducing the Mercedes-Benz Financial Services Business Center by Smith Group.
Mercedes-Benz Financial Services has two facilities, one in Michigan, which Smith Group worked on about 20 years ago. And that's how we came to know about this project in Fort Worth. In a lot of our workplace projects, we really try to stress the relationship between inside and outside. A lot of people commute to the facility just because they want to work there. Early involvement really allows us to deep dive not only what the individuals want, but how they actually operate as a business. Because a lot of people don't think about what really makes them successful as a business is how they operate internally and between those business units. What exposure do they have to clients? Are they meeting with clients on a daily basis? Really understanding their internal workings helped us plan the building from the beginning.
Congratulations again, Smith Group. For our next project, simple and elegant. This is thoughtful design on a budget. Detailing throughout is restrained but captivating and well choreographed, from the way the entry that is carved away from the hole to how the patients view out to the exterior. There are many interesting moments of sculpted light that one does not typically experience in a medical office. Introducing Oak Ridge Dental Center by M1 DTW Architects.
We wanted to, when you came into the building, have a more residential feel, not feel so kind of institutional and cold. The materials in the interior, the way that the kind of reception furniture is more living room-like. The other part of this is there were a lot of constraints on the project. I think that we were given a kind of square footage. So we have to hit this square footage, hit the budget. The program is pretty challenging. I think a dental office, with the sterilization lab, it's really like a piece of equipment. So it was kind of balancing these technical components with the kind of spatial qualities that we wanted. Being able to reconcile those two was probably the biggest challenge, I think, to make sure it didn't just feel like a piece of equipment that you're walking into. I think that it was both a challenge and the opportunity within those constraints to produce something that was maybe had some benefit to the practice and to the dentist.
Congratulations again, M1DTW. Back to our giveaway. Does your home office need an update? Well, you're in luck. With the flooring and painting donations in our home office makeover package, you could totally transform the room. Special thank you to Mohawk for donating the Smart City flooring and Sherwin-Williams for painting supplies. Don't forget, the winner must text the number at the bottom of the screen. And the winner of the home office makeover package is Brandon Kritzman, Detroit Architectural Group. Congratulations, Brandon. Remember to text the number on the screen before this broadcast is over. Don't go away. Our first chair of the night is coming right up.
The Detroit Month of Design is such a great platform for creatives to share their work and to get exposure not only in Detroit, but with a global audience. Whether creatives are launching a business, selling their work, staging a fashion show, or simply testing out a new design concept, the platform has not only launched many new businesses and designers, but does a great job of bringing awareness to over 12 unique neighborhoods in the city. I have been told by many that September is one of the favorite months of the year. Just saying.
I promise we'd be back soon. Now I'm willing to bet that there's quite a few of you out there who desperately need a new desk chair, knowing that many of us are working from home still. Here's the first of 3 chairs that we're giving away tonight. The Auburn chair donated by ISCG and AIS. Thank you for contributing to our giveaway. And the winner of the Auburn chair is John Skock from Macintosh Porous. Congratulations. In case you still don't know, winners must text the number on the bottom of the screen before this broadcast is over. And now, a message from one of our sponsors.
We offer technology services for implementation, education, technical support for the entire family of Autodesk products. Clarity is a task automation tool that works with Autodesk Revit. It allows you to automate repetitive, simple tasks. Really performs things that would ordinarily involve someone interacting with the software. In fact, we just yesterday had received analytics from customers that collectively we just crossed the 1 million hour mark.
This segment is brought to you by MA Engineering, which has provided quality, comprehensive mechanical and electrical engineering services for a diversity of clients and projects for 30 years. Every year for our recognition awards, individuals within our local community are honored for their professional achievements on the impact of the design profession, grassroots efforts, and significant involvement with AIA Detroit.
The Affiliate Award is presented to non-architects in recognition of someone who has rendered distinguished service to the profession of architecture and fostered or promoted excellence in architecture or allied industries. Our first recognition award of the evening goes to an individual who is dedicated to her role in Eastern Market, contributing to the thriving historic neighborhood and the organization's success as a community anchor. It is my pleasure to introduce Melissa Thomas, Events Manager at Eastern Market.
I am Melissa Thomas. I am the Events Manager at Eastern Market Corporation. To be honest, what drew me was the environment. We have so many different programs that touch so many different avenues. We have a program there that literally helps entrepreneurs start their business. People that come to the market that decide, hey, I just want to sell on a Saturday. I want to sell my t-shirts. I want to sell my grandmother's recipe and make, cupcakes. I think just that, being that pillar, and people know the consistency of the product that we put out. The people there love Detroit. Our programs are all centered around, the Metro Detroit area and making people's lives, our motto is healthier, wealthier, happier. You can come there and literally there's a resource for every single thing.
Our next honorary affiliate is recognized for his commitment to creating the community of learning by sharing his very own expertise in order to educate others on the subject of computational design. In an incredibly short time, he has helped build an incredible network of individuals within Metro Detroit who work together across firms, disciplines, and advance the way that we approach design. Congratulations, Leland Curtis, co-leader of the computational design at Smith Group.
After spending several years working and focusing on performance analysis within Smith Group, I then stepped out of lighting design into this new role as co-lead of computational design to try to push these ideas that I was pushing in a specialty group and try to expand it nationally. Any process can be automated if we challenge it. And if every other industry, from taxis to hotels, is being radically transformed, why would architecture be immune? There's people all across the world who are exploring how code and automation and data can be leveraged, how tech can disrupt architecture. And I thought that there were lots of people who could be working in a similar way in Detroit. We decided to create a group to allow Detroit to come together, to share ideas, to learn from each other. It doesn't matter what firm you're in. It doesn't matter if you're even in a firm. Students, some of the best conversations I've had have been with students at LTU, and anyone can come up with that next big idea.
Running an organization like Design Corps is no small feat, but our next honorary affiliate carries the position with ease and grace. Under her leadership as the executive director, Design Corps brought Detroit the designation of being the first UNESCO City of Design in the U.S. and expanded the week-long Detroit Design Festival to become what is now the Month of Design. We look forward to seeing what else the organization might achieve with her at the helm. A long overdue congratulations to Olga Stella.
I came to Design Corps in 2016 after almost 10 years at the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation, which is the city's economic development agency. Part of what I saw my role to be was to help the amazing team that was there to start to knit things together in a way that could have even more strategic impact for both the business community, but for the community at large. The Detroit Design Network, which is our business member network, Detroit Month of Design, which is the month-long festival, Detroit Design Festival, and then the UNESCO designation, the Detroit City of Design Initiative. They work together in service of our mission of positioning Detroit as a creative resource, a global creative resource. You think about innovation, you think about what makes things work, what makes things relevant, and that story for Detroit, it keeps coming back to design.
The Associate Member Award, an award that's near and dear to my heart, is presented to an associate member of AIA Detroit in recognition of an emerging professional who has made significant contributions to the profession of architecture, the community, and/or AIA Detroit. This year's award goes to an individual who is dedicated to making our profession a truly valued and respected organization, evidenced by her involvement in the community and academia. Congratulations to this year's Associate Member Award winner, Katie Rupp.
I knew I wanted to be an architect for a very long time. My grandpa and my dad are kind of tinkerers. I basically learned a lot about making things and working with other people. In architecture, there's such a variety of things that I could be doing that I didn't have to be one type of person. I work with a variety of different technologies, from virtual reality, augmented reality, computational design, as well as BIM. All of those things together help us do our job better. Without, the people in my life, I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in now, so I want to pay that forward to the next generation, if you will. I also teach, as well as being part of other organizations, like the Christopher Kelly Leadership Program, the AIA, the AR Association, where we all get together and we have a dialogue, and through that dialogue, we learn things and then can go forth and empower other people.
With all this talk about the design community, I think it's time we check back in with Melinda.
Thanks, Sam. This year, not only am I excited about seeing so many familiar faces during this challenging time, I want to give a shout out to my friends, my peeps at AIA Detroit and Zoe's Creative. I am also excited to see so many new faces that have gotten unique opportunities, such as the Gucci Changemaker Design in the City initiative. But we cannot forget our neighborhoods with Art on the Avenue this Saturday on Livernois. Thank you, teasers, to my outfit. And the Detroit Window Design Classic in Rosedale Park, just to name a few. There are so many other talented creatives and businesses involved in this month to really make Detroit shine. Thank you so much to all of you.
That's all exciting stuff. Thanks for sharing, Melinda. We're back with the work from home giveaway. This time it's a work fit, which allows you to adjust the height of your monitor and keyboard tray separately from each other. Once again, brought to you by ISCG, this time in partnership with Ergotron. Thank you both for contributing to our giveaway. And the winner of the work fit is Sandy Locks from Smith Group. Congratulations. Text the number on the screen before this broadcast is over. Hurry, we're nearing the end. And now one final message from one of our sponsors.
Welcome to AUX Pontiac headquarters. In addition to serving as the gateway to the city, it is the gateway to urban redevelopment, community engagement, and employee satisfaction.
We took a brownfield site and transformed it into a community icon. By listening to our employees, we met our goals of sustainability, employee collaboration, and engagement.
It also serves as our benchmark for attention to detail and overall quality for our employees and our clients.
Hopefully you've got your phones at the ready because we have another chair to give away. This silk chair is donated by Steelcase and NBS, and truly we appreciate their contribution to tonight's broadcast. And the winner of the silk chair is Jim Meredith from Harley Ellis Devereaux. Congratulations, Jim. You know what to do. Text the number at the bottom of the screen before this broadcast is over. What's that? I hear there's some official party business going on. Tracy, who's with you over there?
It wouldn't be a celebration without the party. Anybody that's been with us for the last couple of years knows that the celebration is always known for being a great networking occasion and a really great party. And so as we've been watching what's going on here with our community, we're hearing stories about backyard parties, things going on, and we actually have the opportunity to join via Zoom Rebecca from Cambria, who has some of our good friends at a backyard bash is the rumor. Rebecca?
No, Rebecca.
Oh, they must be having a really good time because apparently that Zoom link is not working. Hopefully you're enjoying the evening as much as they are. Back to you, Lauren.
Indeed, Tracy. It must be an incredible party. I hope that Rebecca and Charlie and Erica over there are all enjoying their time with this broadcast this evening. And you know, for over the past 8 years now, the celebration of architecture has just been about that exactly, celebrating. When AIA Detroit made the decision to transition from a more formal award ceremony and insert our program into the Detroit Design Festival back in 2013, we had no way of knowing just how big the event would grow in such a short amount of time. But we truly believe it is all the better because of its larger connection to the greater design community. I suspect that Design Corps feels the same way about the month of design, which is celebrating its 10th anniversary this year.
My name is Kiana Wenzel. I'm the Director of Culture and Community at Design Corps Detroit. And I lead the programming for Detroit Month of Design, which is an annual multidisciplinary festival that occurs throughout the city of Detroit. And 2020 marks the 10th anniversary of the Detroit Month of Design. We have over 65 events planned for this year, virtual, indoor, and outdoor, to highlight and showcase the reason why Detroit is the first and only UNESCO City of Design.
I'm Jessica. I'm the Senior Marketing and Communications Manager at Design Corps Detroit. I've been working at Design Corps since August of 2014. So I've been working there for 6 years, and I've seen kind of the evolution of the Detroit Month of Design. I started off as a grassroots festival, we noticed there was a lot of momentum and a lot of interest in hosting events in September. We had events like Murals in the Market, De-Electricity, and we decided to make a strategic shift and call it Detroit Month of Design, and we opened up the application to all designers and institutions across the city, community organizations to apply and participate throughout the month. And this became kind of the highlight earmark moment of the year where all eyes are on Detroit. It evolved from being a super hyper local event, which it still is, and we always believe in supporting our grassroots designers, but it also gave us an opportunity and an international platform to show that to the rest of the world.
In 2020, I realized it's good that this is a micro festival occurring throughout the city because now you can't gather in large spaces. So our festival can still go on because we're not heavily dependent on a big trade show, conference hall type style. It's always been focused on co-creation with the community and making sure that we hear all of the voices from Detroiters. So.
We love being part of the Month of Design, and in a typical year in Eastern Market after dark. Connection and collaboration between different aspects of the design community only makes this region stronger and elevates all designers, especially minorities. This one topic is one that our Young Architect Award winner is truly passionate about. Throughout her work with Crew and AIA Detroit, she consistently advocates for women in the industry. Congratulations for all your hard work, Lori Hute-Hiller.
My passion in the industry is really about making a difference through design, and design that's meaningful, that makes an impact. 10 years ago, I moved back from Los Angeles, where I'd started my career, to the Metro Detroit area where I grew up. The last 10 years that I've been back in Michigan, in the Metro Detroit area, I've been very involved with Crew, Commercial Real Estate Women. And this is a group that seeks to foster inclusivity and advancing the success of women in the commercial real estate industry. Being on the board of Crew and now being on the board of AIA, I'm very excited to be able to contribute to some of these efforts to creating a more inclusive profession and wider commercial real estate industry. For me, architecture was the perfect marriage of both the artistic side and some of the more, let's say, technical aspects that I was also interested in. Something I've always gravitated towards as a design profession that is serving people and makes an impact on people.
The Charles Blessing Award is given to an individual whose leadership in planning and civic issues are always in pursuit of a higher quality of life for all. I need not say much about this year's Charles Blessing recipient. She is known throughout Detroit for her work in community development and empowerment. So without further ado, congratulations, Lauren Hood, Afro-urbanist and co-founder of Deep Dive Detroit.
Hi, my name is Lauren Hood and I'm an Afro-urbanist. Afro-urbanist is similar to traditional urbanism, but it incorporates a particular focus on Black culture. Well, it's kind of just a term I made up, recognizing that current planning and development frameworks ignore the culture of the people that are in the places where change is happening. Generally, our sector kind of prioritizes architectural prowess or people that are learned in urban planning disciplines, and it really kind of diminishes the importance of what I'm calling like the community PhD, that person that has like a doctorate in their neighborhood. Like there should be no hierarchy of input when you're co-creating a plan or a development for a neighborhood. So if you go into it respecting that what everyone brings to the table is valuable, your outcomes are better.
If that 60 seconds wasn't enough of Lauren Hood, never fear. Lauren is partnering with AIA Detroit for our first virtual Commons event on October 19th, so we can learn more about Afro-urbanism and reparations. The RSVP site will be live next week, so be a little patient, but save the date.
Looking forward to that event. The gold medal is the highest honor that AIA Detroit can bestow on individuals. It's conferred by the AIA Detroit Board of Directors in recognition of distinguished service to the theory and practice of architecture, or to AIA Detroit, and this year's recipient has influence on both arenas. I would like to welcome our AIA Detroit president, Patty Boyle, to introduce this year's gold medal recipient.
The AIA Detroit Gold Medal recognizes the most distinguished service to the organization and to the practice of architecture. It is the highest award the AIA Detroit bestows. This year's recipient of the AIA Detroit Gold Medal is Jeff Hausman of Smith Group. This honor recognizes Jeff's unwavering support of the organization over decades and his incredible contribution to the practice of architecture over his career. Jeff's leadership, support, and mentoring have impacted so many of us, including me. Thank you, Jeff, and congratulations on this well-deserved honor.
I've been thinking about being an architect probably since I was 10 or 11. One of the things that I got involved almost immediately when I joined Smith Group in 1985 was the Exploring program, and that's a program that I led for 5 years and now as the office director really support, because the whole idea was to introduce high school students to architecture and engineering. We have to be more open as individuals, especially as architects. People want us to lead them to the right solution. They may not know where they want to go. They want us to lead them there, and we've got to be open to understanding that. And I think that's part of the serendipity of architecture. It's the creative collaboration of many different people bringing lots of good ideas to the table to try to make the best solutions and create the best environments.
We're lucky enough to have Jeff with us here tonight. Hey, Jeff, we're all excited to hear from you.
Thanks, Sam. Congratulations, AIA Detroit, for the 2020 Celebration of Architecture. It's awesome, and this award is awesome. I am very blessed and humbled and honored to be receiving the AIA Detroit Gold Medal and to join past recipients who I have long admired and respected. As the first virtual recipient, I wish that there could be some of those folks with me. Thumbs up to all of them. Also, a very special thank you to the Recognitions Committee and AIA Detroit Board for selecting me. It is truly a humbling experience to be considered worthy of this recognition by my peers and fellow AIA members. Thank you to the team that nominated me and supported my nomination to the committee. As I began, I am blessed. I have been blessed with a wonderful and supportive family that also keeps me humble. I want to thank them for their support. My mom and dad provided me with so much support. My mom, who passed away 15 years ago, was very proud that I served as AIA Detroit president in 2002. She always said, "You don't have to go far to make a big impact." My dad taught me how you can change, and that has been extremely helpful, especially in times like today. Janice, my beautiful wife, loves me unconditionally and has supported me my entire career. I know she loves me and supports me because she always accepts the fact that I desire to spend time looking and exploring at buildings all around the world. And my two sons, Eric and Andrew, they certainly don't let me get too full of myself. When I told them about the award, they were both excited and wondered how we would celebrate virtually. Whenever I start thinking that I'm pretty cool, they let me know that I am the old man sitting next to them. It does always bring me back to earth. Thanks to my family for your truly unconditional love and support. I've been blessed to have some excellent mentors throughout my career. I received great advice and guidance from many people. I'm truly humbled that Carl Rolling nominated me for the gold medal. Carl did tell me, though, that his wife, Barb, was the person that suggested to him that he nominate me. Thank you to both of them. Carl was a partner and is still a friend and a mentor. He is also a great celebrator of any occasion. We are working on the best way to celebrate virtual awards, and we certainly are trying something new. I'm honored to have two of my partners on the AIA Detroit board, current president Patty Boyle and past president Andrew Dunlap. It is truly special to be recognized during their time on the board. I am humbled when I think of the list of previous winners of this award. I will continue to do my best to uphold the prestige of the award and as I push to make sure that we as architects and that the AIA as a society are relevant going forward. I want to thank and congratulate my fellow honorees and design team award winners. It has been my honor to work with many of them, either through the AIA on projects or promoting architectural education. It is great that Leland Curtis, another Smith Group team member, is being recognized as an honorary affiliate member for all his work promoting and sharing his knowledge of computational design and supporting the profession. I'm also proud that 2 Smith Group projects are being recognized for design excellence, the FAW Conference Center with a Building Award and the Mercedes-Benz Financial Center for an Interiors Award. Congratulations to our team and my fellow Smith Group family members and our clients, FAW and Mercedes, that supported us in pursuing design excellence. I am honored to work with many great people at Smith Group. During my 11 years as Smith Group's Detroit office director, I have challenged every one of our team members to strive to create design excellence in all that we do. They have responded brilliantly. We have set a high bar for ourselves in the community of design in Detroit. Our team, my team, has won over 300 design awards. 67 of those are AIA awards and 36 are AIA Detroit Design Awards. I am so proud of every one of our team members. It is great that we are celebrating design excellence and that I can say confidently that Smith Group is leading the effort in the region to create design excellence. Our mission and my firm belief is that we are designing a better future for our clients, our communities, and ourselves. I'm also very proud of how my team and I have helped provide opportunities for thousands of youth to explore careers in architecture and the built environment. We have run a program called Exploring for 40 years at Smith Group to introduce high school students to our profession and the opportunities that it offers. During that time, we have had over 2,000 kids explore architecture careers. We also run a very robust internship program that is changing the face of our profession. Again, in the 11 years that I have led the Smith Group Detroit office, we have hired and paid 150 interns. More than half of those are women and 30% are underrepresented ethnic groups in our profession. Many of those people have earned scholarships from Smith Group, their university, or the Michigan Architectural Foundation. We are making the profession more diverse, and that is helping us look more like our clients. I am blessed, honored, and humbled to be making the scope of our work larger so that we can give more people opportunities so that we can all design a better future for our clients, our communities, and ourselves. A final thank you to Lauren and Patty and the entire AIA Detroit team. They do a great job. This is truly a special honor, and I will cherish my entire life. This special honor that I will cherish my entire life. Thank you again, and may God bless everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for all your hard work and your dedication to furthering the practice of architecture and using it to enrich the lives of students. Your support of our future architects is inspiring. Melinda, how can our viewers also support the design industry in meaningful ways?
We've seen so many amazing creatives throughout this month, and they need your support. You can support them year-round by hiring them for projects, give them shout-outs on social media, and purchasing their products. It is crucial that we support small businesses and creatives all year long, but especially at this time. I want to give a thanks to AIA Detroit for having me be a part of this amazing evening. Thank you all.
This segment is brought to you by Silman, who works to provide the highest quality structural engineering services possible by fostering an approach centered on constant collaboration between owners, architects, and other consultants.
This year, we asked everyone in lieu of ticket sales to consider donating to our charity drive. Gleaners became our charity of choice because in a typical year, our partnership with them for Construction brings in tens of thousands of cans of food. The pandemic, however, prevents us from holding that event this year, and we hoped that this charity drive would help them out during this challenging time. Take a look.
I think without Gleaners, there'd be a lot of folks that would be probably a little worse off. As we move forward to the next fiscal year and beyond, we discovered that we could really distribute a large amount of food and turn it around and do it in a way that was efficient and effective. And we didn't have hardly any food waste. It was 92% of it was considered nutritious food. At the end of the day, the need is there, and it's going to continue to be there. It definitely ramped up because of the pandemic. For us, if you want to support Gleaners, definitely start by checking out our website, gcfb.org. You can learn our entire company history. You can find ways to donate. You can find ways to volunteer. And from there, just really learn about what food security is. I mean, it's more than just someone who's homeless or maybe needs a little bit of help. It can be somebody who got laid off from a job who's trying to make ends meet for a month or two. It could be again a family impacted by a pandemic. So it's a pretty broad and far-reaching issue, and supporting an organization like Gleaners can definitely help.
I am happy to announce that today we reached over $2,000 raised for Gleaners. Thank you everyone so much for your generosity. But AIA Detroit is going to extend the charity drive window until the end of the month. So if you have not yet donated and were inspired by that video, please consider giving. The link will remain live on the front page of our website.
The last chair from our work from home giveaway is here. This Nate and Natty chair by Kimball is an exciting prize because you can pick the color. Thank you to Kimball for this great donation. And the winner of this Nate and Natty chair is Justin Weber from Stantec. Congratulations, Justin. Hurry up and text the number on the screen. It's almost over.
And finally, the giveaway prize you have all been waiting for, our tech package featuring an Apple Watch 6 Series and AirPods Pro. Thank you, Interface, for inspiring this idea with your monetary donation. All right, y'all, do you have your phones ready? After this announcement, there are only minutes left to the broadcast. And the winner of the tech package is Tamiko Colts from LTU. Now send us a text on the screen to that number. Hurry up, you only have a few minutes left.
It's been an extraordinary year. Our sponsors have been working with us since April to make the 2020 celebration broadcast a reality. It's with the deepest gratitude that I thank all of our sponsors for sticking with us, getting creative, and making this all possible.
I can't end this broadcast without first giving a ginormous thank you to both Zoyce and Mercury, our creative and production partners. Without their help, this broadcast wouldn't be possible, and they played essential roles into making it happen in such a professional manner. That's it, folks. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. We hope you had a fabulous night out in, and we look forward to a time when we can all be in person once again.